guys, it's Danielle here from DKW Styling, and if you are new to our Tuesday tips of the week, we talk about hair, business, fashion, and lifestyle tips. Today we're actually mixing it up. We are actually here in my home in Laguna Beach, California, and we just wanted to change it up for you guys. So
I like it here.
Yeah, it's nice.
Change of scenery.
Change of scenery, get a nice little sea breeze.
Yeah.
It's nice. Cue the wind.
We'll do better.
Wait, okay.
Oh, much
Right, okay. So today our hair tip of the week is, I already forgot.
We're the worst.
Okay.
Shampooing once a week.
Once a week.
Good or bad?
Good or bad, right? Good or bad. I am always floored with how many clients I have come in and their hair feels really, really brittle. Mm-hmm. And they're like, but I'm only washing it every 9 days.
Maybe up it a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, like 9 days. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but like, there's like, I'm only washing it like every 3 or 4 days or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so tell me, what products are you putting in it? Are you recurling? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they're baking the product. Like, tell us what you're thinking, Val.
So I think you should wash your hair like every 3, no more than 4 days. You shouldn't go, I don't think.
No.
And then I didn't realize this because I don't do it.
Right.
So then I just assume everyone's doing what I'm doing. But when I don't wash my hair and I get ready, I just like comb through it and add like maybe a little volumizing spray and I go. But people are recurling their hair. Which, if you're doing that multiple times, you're putting the product and baking it back in your hair.
Especially with dry shampoo.
It's so bad for your hair.
Yeah.
So you're not drying out your hair and making your scalp produce more oils.
No.
But you're breaking the ends.
You're breaking your ends.
Baking. You're literally baking the product back into your hair.
Stop baking your hair.
Not good.
No.
So that part's not healthy.
No. Well, I just think people don't really realize that. They're like, oh, my hair's getting the natural oils, and you're like, you're baking the product. And I even am kind of guilty of that. And so what I do, especially my bangs, I tell my clients, you have fine hair, but I think you have a little bit more than me. Like, your hair is obviously a little bit stronger. That's why these are so much longer than
my
mine.
prized possessions,
yes.
My front pieces.
And see, like, I feel like our texture is similar, but my bangs, I might have just a little bit more fine hair, and so mine breaks off easier.
Uh-huh.
And or like, I love when people are saying, well, my hair's not growing. I'm like, it is, but let's keep it from not breaking off.
Yeah.
And so it's important to understand how to care for your hair. And one of the tricks that I give my clients is maybe just wash your bangs. If you're putting too much heat, because the bangs on fine hair, they always tend to break off easier.
Right.
And I think it's because we're over styling them, and especially if you're, we're not washing your hair every day. I tell my clients, I'm like, if you put product in your hair, I honestly, if I'm gonna put any heat on my bangs, I wash my bangs every single day. Okay. And you're like, how do they do that? I'm like, well, I literally take a triangle section and just wash this and don't put a lot of product in, blow dry it or air dry it a little bit, not putting too much heat on it.
Yeah.
And then I'll put the iron on it. That's way better than re-cooking that product in.
Yes.
Or if you must touch up your bangs, just try not to run it through your ends. Like, take your iron and just barely run it mid-shaft, and that's it.
Yeah.
And don't recurl your entire head because it's
so bad.
It's bad. Haven't you seen that YouTube video where the girl like breaks it off because of too much product? So there's like this myth that like washing your hair is actually healthier, but it's not if you're restyling every single day, in my experience. So the other thing I do, if I don't wash my bangs and I want to touch up some of my curls, I'll do the cute like little top knot bun that's really popular right now. Or that's the days I do the big side braid, and then I just wrap refresh some of the curls in my extensions because the hair's more coarse and I feel like it can handle a little bit more of the heat.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'll do to kind of get me by through a wash day.
Yeah.
But no more putting heat on your baby fine strands if they have any kind of dry shampoo or lots of product in it.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't use a heat protectant spray. I don't know if that's a no-no as a stylist. Do you use one?
No, but before I curl, I use a dry hairspray, so I feel like it's kind of like protecting it.
I don't even know if I really don't.
I'll spray like the whole section
and then it
wrap.
kind of wraps.
Then I'll wrap it around and style it like that. So.
I don't. Well, if I use a smoothing spray, maybe just a teeny bit mid-shaft, but if I put it on my ends or anything, I just feel like
weighs it down.
It weighs it down. So it's again kind of, you have to understand your own hair. And like with my hair, less is more. Val her hair might withstand a teeny bit more, not a lot, because you still have fine hair.
Yeah.
but you kind of have to be your own judge. And if you're a stylist, educate your clients on this, on how to take care of their hair. Because I think a lot of times they think, oh, are you putting too much color on it? Like, what's going on? And you're like, sweetie, you're over styling that.
You're doing it.
You're doing it, but you can't like
Don't blame me.
You can't tell your clients that, you know? So anyways, that's just our hair tip of the week is wash your hair. So our business tip of the week is specifically on hair extensions. We do extensions, we wear our own product, we know how they work, we know how to do them and things like that. I think as a stylist, what makes you good at something is repetition, right? And so many people jump into an extension course and they just expect to be a pro from one course. Like they just think there's no bugs that need to be worked out and it's just, you're just gonna be a pro.
Yeah.
And I would never step into a color class or step into doing hair and think that, but for some reason the mindset's different with extensions.
And it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. They look at it as more of a system versus creative work, and so because it's a system, it should work.
Yeah.
And that's weird. Like, you have to have repetition in order to get good at anything. And I can honestly say, like, the more I do it, the more I learn about it, and the more I can relate to my clients because of wearing it and things like that. So I know, like, when you started working with me, Val, like, we put these extensions in your hair. Do you feel like that's helped you communicate to your high maintenance extension clients?
Yeah, for sure. Having them in my hair. And then I think extensions, a huge part of it is problem solving.
For sure.
So you can have the system down and all of that, but then when your client comes back and is like, this one's slipping or this is happening, like, you have to be able to problem solve. And if you're not doing them a lot, if you learn the extensions and then you don't have any clients and you're doing them once every 3 months, then you're just not gonna be good at it. But if you're doing them constantly, you're getting feedback from your clients, then your work is going to improve. Okay, I didn't have my tension tight enough, I didn't take big enough section. You know, you can problem solve that way. Or if it's something your client's doing,
I think it's always comes down, because have you noticed in your experience, like, clients come in and some are like really hard on them and some you're like, looks amazing, you went 8 weeks and it looks great. Yeah. And then some go 4 weeks and you're like, what hell
happened?
Did you go through a wind tunnel and then go scuba diving and then did a shark attack your hair? Because I'm concerned. And so you're like,
it's not looking great.
I joke around, I'm like, we're like hair doctors.
Yeah.
I'm like, tell me what's going on.
Happening here?
let me fix your problem. But it really is, and it's as a stylist, I will say it's our responsibility to problem solve and educate our clients.
Definitely.
But if we're real with them and we tell them, like, listen, I'm not trying to put blame on you, but I want to figure out what you're doing so that I can help you, because I also wear these, and here's what I'm doing, and here's what I'm experiencing. And honestly, I just think that helps better relate to your client. They trust you, and you end up getting more extension clients in, just like you would with coloring, cutting, anything else.
Yeah.
Because you just know how the hair works, you know how to problem solve, you just know how to do it. So if you are doing any type of extensions, and I would encourage you to do natural beaded row extensions.
They're the best.
I would encourage you guys you can't just give it one shot. It's great money, but if you want to continue to build and learn that skill set, you have to give it time, just like anything else. Yeah. I know with my program, I don't just offer a one-time course. We have a lot of online training, we have a lot of follow-up, and we have a lot of after follow-up, and it's seriously like 3 months of training. I'm like, and then to get even on my certified list, you have to send me photos of your work and things like that. So I just don't believe that you can take one class or one course or one online or buy one DVD off Amazon.
Good old Amazon.
Yeah, and learn how to do extensions. So if you're considering extensions, just know that it's a time commitment, but it's worth your time. I usually do like a lifestyle tip, but today we wanted to talk about some of our beauty secrets. Some of our beauty finds. Me and Val, we're so funny. We're like both of us, when it comes to the beauty routine, we're like super low maintenance. Like, we love big hair, right? We're like,
that's all you need.
Tons of you open up my drawers in my bathroom, it's like
tons of hair products.
I don't even know where to start. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, what
are we doing today?
So many options. And then I'll be like, oh, that's no good. But anyway, I feel like when it comes to the whole beauty routine, we're just both of us are very like simple. But I think people like that because it's more relatable. And I'm not like, let me show you how to contour, and then 7 hours later you look like this. Like, I'm a mom on the go, and I have 5 minutes. So
this real quick.
Good lip gloss, chapstick,
chapstick,
lashes, we're good. Like, literally my beauty routine takes me like 5 minutes. I'm like annoyed if it takes longer.
Can't take longer.
So I don't know what you brought. I told you to bring some goodies. I have your goodies.
Okay.
So Val's gonna show you some of her goodies.
I'll go first.
And then I'm gonna show you some of my goodies.
So I'm a chapstick wearer, you know.
Oh,
but
what's that? Looks like concealer.
It's a lip gloss with just like a hint of a color.
Oh.
And then it has like a little bit of a plumper in here.
Let me see this.
I like it. It's by MAC. But
fulfilled.
If you know about Orange County, people get a lot of work done out here.
Yeah,
and I haven't quite crossed into that threshold yet. But that has like a little tingly thing in it, and it like plumps your lips just a smidge, so it's like a step above chapstick. my fancy stuff.
It's fancy. I like that.
Not too bad, huh?
Yeah, I like the stickier glosses too.
Yeah,
they
it's
stay
sticky
on
and
better.
then it gives a little tingly thing, and I'm like, yeah, I think my lips got bigger.
Yeah, right?
Don't they feel bigger now?
They feel bigger. I'm just gonna pretend like they feel bigger.
This is my favorite little thing.
I was like, what is that? Botox? Sure, I'm ready.
Here we go. It's teeth whitening. So I put it in my retainers that I wear at night. I think that's like a huge thing.
Your teeth look nice.
Yeah, good old whitening.
Good old whitener.
Get it from the dentist. He gives it to me and put it in my little retainers.
That's your beauty secret.
Yeah.
Just some whitener.
And my last thing is a regenerating oil. I have dry skin, so it just is a really good oil. Physidermy.
Let's show this. Why do you like this? What's good about it?
It just gets rid of like my flaky skin.
Is it like
makes
an
me
oil?
not like a snake. Yeah, it's a super crazy oil.
Let me just see
And then I
this.
just smooth it in.
You put that on your skin?
Yeah.
It doesn't make you break out?
No.
No? Just dab or just dab in?
Smooth that in.
Smooth. I'm gonna try it on my hands.
It's nice.
Nice. At night? Before makeup? After makeup?
Before makeup. I put
Before
it on
makeup.
and then I let it dry and then
It does feel nice.
it is.
It's like a
and then I
baby's
put the powder on over it.
Nice.
So,
I don't know where
that's
my
it.
beauty products are. You just hand them to me. I have a lot. I'm not really
I'm
into-
super low maintenance,
I'm
but I
super
have
low
50
maintenance,
things.
But let me just, is that all?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I only brought a few. My favorite concealer of all time that I've used forever that does not crease,
Ah.
a Lancome. I have tried so many concealers. I honestly have used this for 10 years. I keep going back to it. Long-lasting concealer. I don't know if it's waterproof. It used to be waterproof. Well, anyways, I like it. Lancome. This is just my neutral beige, and I wear it year-round. It doesn't crease. It stays on, so that's my favorite.
Cool.
Lancome concealer. Okay, so my skin is more dry, and I have noticed on drier skin, if you wear, at least for me, when I wear a foundation, it makes me look older and it sits in my pores and it almost brings out the lines versus like making it look creamy and dewy and smooth. So I don't wear foundation, I wear a tinted moisturizer. And this one's by Clarins, and I like it. You can layer this one, so you can put a couple layers on it if you want. But here, turn that towards the camera so they can see that bad boy. So that's
It's all worn off.
I know, it's Clarins. I'll put a link on my site. I always get comments on my lashes if they're real, if they're extensions, and I'm a firm user of Latisse. And it's funny, when I stop using it, I'm like, oh, I can notice. So if you're gonna do it, you have to be consistent. Do you ever use this? Okay, well, Latisse is amazing. I'm like, little tiny bottle. So I'm a consistent user of that, and that helps my lashes. Mascara also helps with your lashes. This is by Lancome. It's the Hypnose Drama. I've used this for 10 years, obviously. Like,
Didn't you know?
that. Don't you know? So this is a good one, Hypnose Drama, and that's my favorite mascara. I've tried others, but I just keep the wand or something on it's fabulous. Has
Your
a hair in
lashes
it.
do always look good, so that's why I wanted to peek
How
in
did I
at
get a
it.
hair on that? That's weird.
Zeus?
Zeus, get out of here. I have a couple dogs. Okay, my last one. I'm so picky with an eyebrow pencil that's a good tone. And this is by, you can't even see, it's worn down. This is by Chanel. But I like the good old fashioned twist. And I just kind of, do the little, however you apply that.
Yeah.
You don't just paint it on like a Sharpie.
No.
You just do little pencils.
Feather strokes.
Feather strokes. I was like,
Yeah.
what is the word?
What's that word?
I'm like, you do this, And then it's cool because I need a new one, but you can also like brush them,
Do you know you could put hairspray? Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
I love that trick. When you put hairspray on
I
the
feel
end.
like I used to, but then I was like, that's 2 more seconds I don't have in the morning. So anyways, those are my favorite kind of beauty buys. I'll link all this. We did a lot of product talking on this video. Wow. Okay. I'll link all this on the blog. Today, fashion. Should we talk about fashion?
No, I'm good.
Whatever. Well, I'll talk about this dress. It's one of my favorites. I love the little detail on this dress, and I actually love mixing something kind of feminine with something kind of edgy. I just think it kind of balances out the look. Like I loved on how you did like Converse with a dress one time. Like that's so cute. It's like tomboyish, but like it balances out the dress. So I love doing something kind of edgy, mixed with something kind of girly. These sandals are my favorites. I don't know who they're by. They're like super fancy sandals. I should know this. They every time I go out in these, people stop me and ask me where I got them. They're super comfortable. I can wear them all week to work, and these are kind of a must-have. They're definitely a splurge, but I love them. They are definitely my favorite. So
super cute.
I'll link these on the blog. So that is it for this week's show. Hopefully we gave you some good tips as far as beauty secrets of ours, and also the tricks to washing your hair.
Yeah.
So it's important to wash your hair or not wash your hair. But
Don't bake it.
Don't bake it. Just find the balance within your own hair. So anyways, all right, you guys, we'll see you guys next week with the Tuesday tip of the week. Don't forget to subscribe or click on the link below this video. That's going to take you directly to my blog where you can see our looks that we're wearing and shop some of the beauty products that we talked about today. All right, you guys, we'll see you next week.